So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he crosses midfield before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running once more with Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the red zone now. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
They go play action on 1st. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. He's within striking distance. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. 1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Working inside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Saints get the game's first points here in the 2nd. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That's complete to Leggett. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test... at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. He spins right by him. And they take him down right along the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Saints take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown. The Saints take a 13-0 lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Brazil. And it's the Panthers with 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Hauled in left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Handoff now from the gun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
2nd and 4. Caught by Miller. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 22-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Camarda on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First and 10, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that is a touchdown! The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen will be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. On a quick slant, it's Leggett. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Pass play coming here. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets it to the 15. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Panthers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Tight end in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. That one's complete, right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Saints stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Chris Olave with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. And he rocks the tackler. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll throw it. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They motion the tight end over. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. They'll set up here for the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. Into the hands of Olave. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He still has room inside the 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. It's the 2-minute warning from Rio. Saints getting closer to their 10th win of the season. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up and through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. The Panthers say they have it, and the refs agree. Panther football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here he is to throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Setting up to pass. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this thing. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for him. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. So it's a win for the Saints. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Rio de Janeiro.